Fixer Cross Stitch the Globe. My name is Stephanie, and this is the channel at Cross Stitch. And today I thought I would give you guys a little tour of all the cross stitch that's up in my house now that I told you guys I was moving. I moved, and then over the last week, I feel like all the stuff that I want to put up on the walls is up, except for the things that need to be fully finished. And those will get fully finished, go to the state fair, and so I won't even hang them up until October when they're back from the state fair at the end of September. So it's a good time to pause and kind of show you guys where I'm at and what I'm working on and kind of what I have so far. It's not done, it is still a work in progress. So I'm going to show you all the cross stitch, and they're all things if you watch my channel for a long time, you've seen these things, but they were in different configurations in my last house. This house is much smaller and they're in different configurations that I think is kind of fun. And also I love a gallery wall, so why not have a video dedicated to walking through a gallery wall, you know? So I'm gonna show you guys what my living room, the hall, the kitchen, and that's kind of where all the cross stitch is. I'm not gonna show you guys the cross stitch in my kid's bedroom because privacy, and I'm not gonna show you my room because it isn't fully, nothing's up yet, but also a lot of the pieces that are gonna go up in there are things that need to get framed, and so they won't be up until they come back from the state fair. So that will be a video for October. All right, let's do a little cross stitch house tour, shall we? Now, I'm gonna try to not point out every little flaw and mistake, but if I do, just ignore it. Also, I have a leveler. I have leveled all of these photos. Why did I put this up before I was done? I have leveled all of these photos, but some of pictures, but some of them might have gotten off kilter as other things got hammered into the wall. So I will be continuing to level check them for a while, but if you see one massively off, you can tell me. Just be nice about it. One person was mean one time when something in my wall was crooked, and it was so you can tell me, but with kindness. And then also there it is definitely not done, so if I know what I want to do with something, I might tell you what the next step of it is. Okay, so front door. This is a piece of art that I thrifted that actually this artist, Barbara Harmon, is a real New Mexico artist who lived, I think a lot of her work is from the 60s. Anyway, you can find her stuff on the secondhand market, but it's not this style. It's a different style, but I love this piece, and New Mexico is one of my favorite places, so I love having it up. And then you guys will probably remember these because I finished these in January. These are a model. These are my pattern. This one is called Heart Deco, and that one is called Heart Nouveau, and they're a combo pattern in my Etsy shop, which I will link to below. I've got a little shoe basket down there. I'm gonna try not to make you guys dizzy, but I forgot to mention before I go into this wall that the theme of the wall, or the theme of my living room, is garden library. Which kind of helps me curate what pieces make sense in it, what colors make sense in it, and then also the library part of it. I haven't gotten any bookshelves. There's bookshelves at my parents' house that I'm going to use, and so all my books are currently in my bedroom and the garage. So I haven't actually put any books out yet. But when I do get to this wall, I got to figure out how to do it. I mentioned that later, but there are going to be books on this wall. And at our old house, the books in the living room were my kids' books, but their books are gonna be in their room, and the books out here are gonna be my books, which is a lot more exciting to me. But I need to get them out and organized. So in the living room, definitely not done. I'm gonna need, I have a rug, a green rug that will go here, but I'm not gonna put it out until I, basically the cleaning service is coming in 2 weeks, and the rug really, really needs to be vacuumed. So I only want to put it out right before they come so that they can vacuum it out really good before, and it doesn't cause more problems. But, so there will be a rug in here. And then this coffee table is actually a table that I got for free when I was in high school, anyway. So I've had that table for 20 years. My parents stored it in their garage for me for 20 years, and now it's the perfect coffee table for this couch. So that was cool. All right, let's start over here. So on this table is where I'm gonna put seasonal pieces. Right now I have out Hello Summer by Erin Elizabeth, but this is the one up close where I added a man being murdered. So that's fun. Got Blackest Sky by the Primitive Needle. This is my pattern. I think it's called double arch or two arches, but it's one of my patterns in my shop. Some like thrifted vintage stuff. This is a painting my sister gave me. This is a painting from Mexico. Oh, my future sister-in-law found this in a warehouse. This is a Paula Vaughn. I didn't do this, but I love it. This is a model, one of mine, that is from my like Cross Stitch of Ice and Fire book. Got some thrifted flower art and then vintage needlepoint, which I love. And then this is thrifted as well. So I like where this side is going. So basically, eventually they will be like one big gallery wall, but the stuff that needs to be framed will kind of like grow it out. And then also you know, like I'm always looking for new like art. I love to thrift art, especially like old art. So I'm not in a super hurry to fill out the space. And then also I can go up, and over here I could also technically go down if I wanted to. So this is a vintage side table that I think goes really well in here with like the dark floor. Okay, so over here we've got Stitch for Pride 2024 by D's 20 Stitches. I want to get this reframed into like a smaller colorful frame. So that is why I put it on the outside, so that if I get it reframed the next like 5 months, it can like scoot in better. And so like I don't want to add anything to the outside of it until this is like the right size that it's supposed to be. Above it is Hemlock by Lindsay Swearingen. It's from her Magical Cross Stitch book. Some garage sale art that I really love. It's one of my favorite pieces. This is Pina Palace. This is one of my designs. It is in my Etsy shop. This is, I think it's called Pumpkin Carriage. It's by Alforce Embroidery, but it's a free pattern of theirs that I used, but I bought their floss pack for it. And I put it out here. Well, I mean, it just goes out here, but like also my daughter really wanted princessy stuff on the wall. And I was like, well, this is Cinderella. That's kind of as princessy as I get. Vintage tennis racket, obviously amazing. More art from an art gallery I like in Mexico. This is thrifted, but it is actually worth like over $100. It was like a first printing of a lithograph. I was gonna sell it, but then I was like, no, actually I love it. This is another piece from my Cross Stitch of Ice and Fire book. This is Yellow Submarine by Blackbird Designs. This is one of the only things on this wall that my son likes, which I thought was cool that anything getting his approval was great. This is Darling Starling by Modern Folk Embroidery. This is an unavailable freebie from Paris Delin, not Paris Delin, Histories Delin, but I just like it. I love international sports. I probably would not have become a travel writer if I wasn't like obsessed with the Olympics. This is also from my Cross Stitch of Ice and Fire book. That location's in Malta. They used it to film where like Ned and Catelyn said goodbye in season 1. This is Easter Pete by Brenda Gervais. It is an Easter piece, and I know it's the like seasonality wise, it might not like make sense to put it out, but I feel like with the green frame and kind of the color scheme and everything, it goes really well, like contextually in this wall, and so I just like it. Then we've got a thrifted painting. Like, I don't think this painting has any value, but I think it's amazing. Like a thrifted plate. We've got some good patina on it. I just think it's really cool. Okay, let's go down here. So this is Grand Teton National Park. This is one of my models. I stitched that. This is, I don't remember the names of all of them, but this is in my Etsy shop. This is in my Etsy shop. This is Sofia, Bulgaria. This is Bear Lake that Allison stitched for me. This is in Rocky Mountain National Park, and that is also in my shop. Then we've got Delia Conger, which is a sampler by Antique Needleworker. And I really like this, but I put it out here because, see that hole in the middle? I think I'm gonna put coffee and eggs in here, and then I'll need to fill up some space. So that might actually end up moving over here. But I'm not ready until I get coffee and eggs framed to like know how that top piece is gonna look. So I figured I would just leave it. And then this is a thrifted sign photograph by a Mexican artist that I really like, but I have a frame that I actually bought when I was thrifting with you guys that I want to put it in. That's like a natural wood frame that I think will look much better. And then that means that it will get pushed down. And so I don't want to grow the wall out here until I have that kind of smushed into the right place. So for the living room, that is all the stitching that's up in the living room right now, is the gallery wall and then the two pieces over here. This whole like workstation area, I have like an art print from one of my really good friends who is an artist who works in DC, but he's like an installation artist who never sells his art, but he did do this one limited edition print that I bought that I need to get framed to put over that. So until I get that framed, I kind of don't want to deal with the rest of that nightmare. And you can ignore the coaxial cable running through my living room because I got to get the cable guy to come out and move the outlet. And then we've got some scuffs on the wall, so that's fun. All right, so that was my living room. Let's go to the kitchen. There is like, okay, so if you can see over here, I have this like vintage analog radio that I'm like obsessed with, that I have play classical music in my house 24/7. And it's like so pleasant to like walk in the kitchen and just be like, so it's on all the time, but if there's no music playing, like if you can't hear any, that means it got copyright stricken and I had to take it out of the video. So we'll see. But anyway, when you walk in my kitchen, you will be assaulted with classical music, which I really like. So let's look at the cross stitch in here. Okay, so I didn't know where to put this in my house. Like, it doesn't really go in the gallery wall in the living room, but I just kind of like, I feel like putting things over doorways is very like country kitchen cozy vibes, which I like, but I know it's from Adam's Family, so I know it's a little darker than that. So I really I'm liking it up there, but I don't know, we'll see. And then this wall is kind of like a fruit wall. So we have this antique needlepoint that I bought at an antique store. No, I bought it in an antique vintage fair. And then that is an apple toll painting. And then this is like a strawberry painting. And I, unfortunately, had these two like cool grape wall hanging things, but I donated them to a thrift store because I thought, oh, I'll never use them. And they actually would have been perfect right there, but it's fine, it's whatever. So in the kitchen, have obviously an American map. There's another map of the United States that goes above the table that has all the states me and my kids have been to. You can see the cable running through my house. It'll get moved. But I didn't put it up yet, partially because I knew I wanted to film this video today, and I don't put my kids online anymore. For about 3 years, I stopped putting my kids online, so better to get that up after this video comes out. And I've kind of got this like display of old things hiding the modem, but when the coax cable moves, then the modem will move, and then I might redo that. So that is all the cross stitch in my kitchen. It's not like a lot. There's more I would like to do in here, but you know, we'll see. Like originally I thought coffee and eggs was gonna go in the kitchen, but I decided I want it in my living room because I want to see it more. So that's kind of the problem, is I do something that I think is for the kitchen, and then I don't want to not see it constantly, and I'm not in here like all day long. Oh, there's like no cross stitch in the laundry room. There's just that one thrifted art print that I really like that used to go in my bathroom, but the bathroom here has like no wall space large enough for a picture, which is, I don't know, kind of funny to me. All right, so now we're gonna go in the hall. There's a little bit in the hall. So this is my vintage quilt maker by Marilyn Levitt emblem. This is Told in a Garden, I think, that I bought at like in a vintage mall. My son told me today that it's UNC, which stands for uncool, which yeah, it's not cool. But the reason that I put it here, which, cause like, also like I love it, I'm obsessed with it, but it doesn't go in my room, and I don't have a craft room anymore, so I put it here because it goes right outside. This is like eventually gonna be my craft closet, but I'm like very far away from the point of like organizing that, so like that's not ready. But anyway, so this is kind of like the decor outside my craft closet. Anyway, it makes sense to me. But what my son did like, I look so sweaty. Okay, what my son did like was like my, like a maritime seawall. Cause I do love to buy like a sea painting or something. I don't know, anyway. So to me, this is giving like California or Great Lakes. I'm not sure, but it's like a thrifted painting that I really love. And then these two paintings I got in a garage sale. I love the contents of the paintings. I hate the frames they're in, but I can't afford to get them reframed right now, so I just put them up as is. And then this is one of my models. This is Reynisfjara Black Sand Beach in Iceland, which like is like one of my best selling patterns. So I think it looks really good amongst the like maritime stuff. And then this is a vintage fish scaler. So you put the fish tail in the clamp and then you can scale the fish. And I just love stuff like that. Like I love decorating with stuff like that, like weird textural things. So that's all the stuff that's up. I do know there's some holes in places like, I would like to find something textural to put here and something textural or sculptural to put here. I'm gonna have to build that out. You know, like my kid's dad said he will put up my curtains for me. So like my curtains are not, like, it's definitely not like, we're not done. Plus this entire wall is a nightmare because if I would love to just run books across, like a bookcases across it, but then you cover the air vent. The air vent is not centered to the wall. So I centered the TV to the air, well, I didn't put it up there, Dad did. Centered the TV to the air vent, but like, there's no right answer for this wall. So I'm just pretending this wall doesn't exist. And then when everything else is done, we'll take care of the wall. So yeah, so that's my, ooh, that light got weird. Okay, so that is my cross-stitch house tour. Thank you for coming. I really love it. You know, like if it's not your style, that's okay. If mixing and matching styles, if you just want samplers on your wall, whatever, any style is fine. But if you are somebody who likes to stitch a lot of different styles and you're like, how do I put those different styles together? It's like, you can actually just like smush them together. And as long as you kind of keep like a color palette, not even a color palette, but just like a color value in mind, like you can put a lot of stuff, make a lot of stuff work. Oh, the only thing I didn't show you guys that I really like is Santa Claus got my son this vintage school desk, which he sits in and he really does his homework in and stuff during the school year. But then also it's great because it acts as a coffee table, not a coffee table, a side table when no one's using it. That looks like, I think like weird and cool. Anyway, it's not everyone's style, but it's my style and I love it. So thank you for coming on my house tour. I don't know what my video schedule is going to be. Life is really crazy between starting a new job, my kids. Ooh, let's get, okay, so between starting a new job, the kids, trying to have like a personal life, trying to have like friends and a work-life balance. It was my birthday. Like there's just a lot of stuff going on. So filming time is hard, but then also I'm not getting to stitch that much. So like I am stitching, but I'm not stitching as much as like I would normally stitch. So I would like to do a Flosstube soon, but I'm not gonna, I don't know, like I'm sick of like promising you guys stuff and then it's just not happening. And so there will be videos in the future, but like what specific day or time, unclear. So, but if you are not subscribed, I'd love it if you would subscribe, especially if you like, you know, eclectic cross stitch, thrifting, vintage stuff, like talk about that stuff a lot here. I have some new starts I want to show you. A new start I want to show you. I've got some hauls, so I would like to record a Flosstube soon, but anyway, if you're not subscribed, subscribe so you see that in your feed. And I miss you guys and I love you guys so much.